Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bear Beer Review number 14. Second one with Domolomoyo, whose YouTube account is
youtube.com/domolomoyo.
So check him out if you want to see any tutorials on photography. He's done some brilliant ones on panoramas recently that I was watching, so that's pretty cool. Okay, number 14 is going to be the Straffe Hendrik Quadrupel. It's brewed by Halve Maan Brewery in Bruges. Who've just been reopened again. They did like a legendary one called the Bruges Zoo, or the Bruges Fool, and this one's still found in the old quarter of Bruges. This one is, like I said, it's quadruple. The normal Straffe Hendrik's just a triple. So this one's going to be, I would assume, it's going to be a lot darker, a lot more malty, darker fruits, that sort of thing. And it's coming in at 11%, so it's got a bit of an alcoholic kick to it. It says on bottle, traditional top fermentation beer that re-ferments in the bottle, brewed by the unique family brewery de Halve Maan, which has been located in the historical heart of Bruges since 1856. This quadruple is a special dark beer, brewed according to a special recipe, to serve cool, which we've got nicely chilled. So let's crack it open and see what we get when we pour it to some glass it is. See if we can... Oh, while I'm at it, it might just focus. It's got a Halve Moon on the bottle cap as well, which is pretty cool. I might keep that on. So, crack her open. Oi. Ah, I'm so disappointed. The past few beers have not had anything coming out the top. They usually do. Actually, there's a bit coming out now, but not that you'll be able to see it. So, pour it into a glass, see what we get. Oh yeah, that's really dark. That's dark for a quadruple. And it's got a nice amount of head as well. That is one and a little bit head for a half pour of a bottle. That's got a lot of carbonation in it. Go around the sides. For such a strong beer, the head usually goes. If you were watching the Nonya U barley wine review, you'll see there was no head on that because of the alcoholic strength. So, Dom, that's for you. It's got a nice head on it, and I should pour myself on. There we go. Okay, it's also got it's a tan coloured head as well. I might add it. It's a slightly off white one. So let's shove our nozzles in, get a smell. Oh, it's for me it's hoppy, but I can smell a lot of dark fruit. It smells plummy.
Yeah, I'd say dark fruits, hops.
Dark fruits and hops. Yeah, it's quite sugary, quite sweet smelling. It's kind of what I'd expect from a quadruple. It's got a lot of the kind of dark fruity smell to it, and there's also a nice little floral note though, which is quite interesting. Trying to pick anything else out. It smells. You know what it smells like? Give it a sniff and see if you can smell bubblegum, because I can smell bubblegum.
No, I'm not getting that.
I'm getting bubblegum. Maybe it's me. I'm getting like a plummy smell, but I guess because it kind of smells sugary.
Yeah, definitely sugary.
Well, maybe it's just me then. I'm thinking fruits and sugar, and I'm thinking bubblegum. Maybe it's just a subliminal message. I need to go get some bubblegum. Yeah, it might be the yeast actually. You know, that's all be. It'll be yeast. The floral Belgian yeast smell. You know, it smells like any other Belgian beer. That kind of yeasty smell to it. All right, so. Should we crack in? Yeah, let's give it a try. Cheers. Yeah, it's definitely dark in it. It's got a really... First things first, that's chunky, isn't it?
It's heavy.
It feels heavy. Feels heavy. And are you feeling, yeah, alcohol? Alcohol's hitting your stomach. You can feel that. That's definitely got the... It feels strong. It feels strong, it feels meaty. The dark malt's coming through as well. It's that kind of... best way to describe it, it is kind of like the dark fruits. I can taste the plum again. It's a dark plum, it's nice and chunky, and it feels heavy and it feels malty. And that kind of goes away into a really nice bitterness finish as well. I feel my palate dried out as well. It was wet, and heavy and chunky, and then everything kind of dried out and smoothed away. I don't know what you're still tasting now, because I can. You don't really tasting much. I say I can still taste the malt. It's kind of like every time I breathe out, I can still feel the malt coming back up into the back of my throat. It's long lasting. I mean, there's still bitterness in my palate from the last swig we took. It's kind of hard to discern the flavours though. It's not as distinct as other beers. It's very, perhaps a shade well balanced. It's got a really heavy malty body, but it's definitely got distinctive malty, hoppiness to it as well. And primarily what I could smell, Belgian yeasty flavours, is coming through. And deliciously thick and chunky. Yeah, you know, it's a filling beer, and that's what Belgian quadruples are like. You know, they're very thick, very chunky. They're not going to be light and airy. Not going to be nice and sessionable, although I'd love to see someone try and session several of these beers a bit on the floor before the end of the second one, I think. I know I would be. I am a terrible lightweight, I admit it. I actually think that's a really pleasant example. Oh, wow, actually, if I swill it, let's see if we can get it. Oh, can you see? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there's loads of yeast swirling around. Loads and loads of yeast. I got the bottom end of the bowl, so I'll probably get more flavour for some bit. I've left on with a rubbishy top part, but I probably can't see it. It's, you know, it's really dark, but there's absolutely tons of yeast floating around inside of it, giving it that floral smell. And I wonder if I'd aged it a little bit longer. I think this is 2012 vintage, so at latest it's going to be a year old. But the longer you leave these in bowls, the lighter that alcoholic taste comes, and the more developed flavours get. I mean, it's definitely rich, dark and complex, and I'm having a bit of hard time really discerning flavours, but in a good way. It just feels nice.
It's definitely like
feels
a
nice.
well-rounded beer, I'd say.
Well-rounded despite being heavily alcoholic. It's like right there, right. You can't see it because it's only showing my top half, but my belly down there is just, it feels satisfyingly heavy in it. I quite enjoy that actually. I do. I'm definitely gonna have to try the triple, which might be a little bit. I would assume it'd be a lighter colour, a lighter flavour, more floral. That'll be interesting as well. So thank you for watching Bear Reviews. Bear Reviews. Keep getting it wrong. Number 14. And cheers till next time.